Now at 6, the state's new effort to help with the insurance crisis.
Is it really made what should be illegal, legal?
You'll get a say on what happens to a controversial law that critics say has led to more crime.
I know he's won a championship at every team he's played for, and I expect that here as well.
San Diego FC is about to introduce Mexican soccer star Chucky Lozano.
You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Chucky, I think that's a name we're going to be saying quite a bit.
I was just going to say, I can already hear it in the stadium.
Absolutely.
Chucky,
yeah, and in the
Chucky.
past, the stadium's moved so much in Mexico that it's a bit registered on the Richter scale.
Wow.
That's how powerful this guy's name is and how excited people are over him. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. It is 6 a.m. on this Thursday. So glad you're with us. I'm Eric Connor.
Good to be along with you this morning.
Yeah,
I'm
nice
Carrie
to see
Lane in for Netta Aranpur. Let's check in with meteorologist Evan Narani.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
you think we'll break Richter scale with your
unfulfilled
chant?
dreams of never being an athlete finally come to fruition. One day I can get that. I still got time.
It's gonna be working
Can
it
start,
out.
You know,
Hey,
kicking
running
the
from the
ball
weather
around.
center to
That's right.
where
That's
you
a
deliver
very
it. I mean,
Natural-born athlete,
Yeah.
me here. Yesterday we made it to 72 degrees. It's a cause for celebration. I know that doesn't sound too exciting, but the reason why is because average is 71, so we made it above average yesterday, and that was the first time in nearly 2 months the temperatures were that warm in downtown San Diego. Today we're going to be a hair cooler, 70 along the coast, 80 inland. As we get toward the weekend, we're warming up. More coming up. Back to you.
All right, Evan, thank you. This morning, the state is making an effort to force insurers to resume writing policies in high fire risk areas.
Now, the state insurance commissioner, Ricardo Lara, unveiled a new plan to address the insurance crisis. CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in Pacific Beach now with the new details on this plan. Regina.
Yeah, good morning, Carrie and Eric. Look, it seems that insurance companies are writing more and more policies in areas that are deemed less risky. So it's leaving properties that are located in areas where there are more wildfires with the FAIR plan, which is the standard fire insurance here in California. Now, I do want to show you this map to kind of give you a good reference that insurance companies will be using to make changes. The map shows some of the areas in the state where there's a higher concentration of FAIR plan policies and wildfire risks. Those in the lighter shade have a higher concentration in FAIR plans, but live in areas with more wildfires. You can see San Diego has a large portion of people under this category who might only have access to FAIR plans. Now, the drafted regulation announced yesterday will require insurers to write more policies in distressed areas. It will also require larger insurance companies to get properties insured at a rate equal to 85% of the insurer's statewide market share. California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara says they're addressing this crisis of insurance availability head on. This is for Californians who live anywhere where wildfires are a threat. He believes his strategy will increase options by requiring insurance companies to take their wildfire safety action seriously. Now, insurance companies have these options, right? 85% of their statewide market share in high-risk areas. The department explains it this way. If a company writes 20 out of 100 homes statewide, it must write 17 out of 100 homes in a high-risk area. Achieve one-time 5% growth in the number of policies they write in these companies. In these counties, and expand their number of policies by taking people out of the FAIR plan, which has skyrocketed. So back out here, we know the Department of Insurance will be holding a public meeting on June 26 to get more public feedback on this new strategy that tackles properties in areas that are deemed a higher risk. For now, I'll send things back to you guys.
Regina, thank you. And this fall, California voters could have the final say on whether to toughen penalties on crimes like shoplifting here in the Golden State. A new initiative to roll back Proposition 47 has now officially qualified for the November ballot. Prop 47 was passed in 2014, downgrading certain low-level drug and theft crimes from felonies to misdemeanors. But critics say it has led to an explosion in retail theft.
It is a horrendous situation. There are so many businesses being shut down because of the repeated thefts, and there is just simply no consequence for these people.
There is not a single study out there that shows that Proposition 47 has had a negative impact on crime rate.
A group of Democrats who are opposed to rolling back Prop 47 are now trying to fast-track a package of bills to address retail theft without harsher penalties for some offenders.
This morning, we're hearing from the city of San Diego's next fire chief. Deputy Chief Robert Logan will take over for Colin Stoll, who is retiring in August. Logan is a 24-year veteran of San Diego Fire Rescue. He's also a San Diego native. Now, Logan says he plans to reintroduce the fire department to the public by holding events like Volunteer with the Chief.
I want to make this a collaborative thing, a global thing, and something that's fun for the public. Just get that sense of being involved. That's very important to me.
City Council still needs to approve the appointment next month.
See you soon, San Diego.
Yeah, this morning San Diego FC will formally introduce Mexican soccer star Irving Chucky Lozano.
CBS 8's Chris Groh is live at Snapdragon Stadium, where Lozano will make an appearance in just a couple of hours. It may be quiet now, Chris, but I'm guessing things are going to drastically change.
Yeah, you're going to start hearing those Chucky chants, and those will be filling up the home of San Diego FC in a matter of time here. We have to practice a little bit of patience because we are still, again, looking at 2025 for San Diego FC to begin play. But that is when Chucky Lozano will officially be joining the team because he is still playing overseas. Yes, this is a big name star, the type that does play for multiple clubs, including the Mexican national team. Now, he is the first designated player to be signed by San Diego FC, which means he's not subject to the MLS salary cap rules. He signed a 4-year contract that ends in 2028 with 2 option years. Now, as for the 28-year-old, he has quite the resume. He's played on the biggest of stages, 119 goals and 74 assists across 416 club matches played both in Mexico and Europe. But even better yet, he's won a championship at every club that he's been with.
Yo desde un principio que platicamos con San Diego, que platiqué con mi familia, con mi esposa, creo que es una gran oportunidad de ayudar a un club, a un proyecto, y yo vengo con toda la energía, con toda la buena vibra para tratar de hacer historia, que es lo que yo busco. Creo que, como te he dicho, en cada país que he estado.
Now, that was a pre-produced video that was put out by San Diego FC, but we are going to hear from Chucky himself. 10 o'clock, that is when we will be hearing him being introduced to local media here at Snapdragon Stadium. Chucky Mania, an event that is going to be held later on today. Well, unfortunately, that no longer has any spots available, which really does speak to the excitement for a signing like this. Eric and Carrie?
All right, Chris, thanks. Yeah, awesome to see the highlight reel. Like, that guy's fast.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder why they keep passing the ball to him. They know he's breaking around that corner, and he's got a good boot. He's going to put that right in behind the net.
Boot.
I'm not even a huge soccer fan, but I'm actually, this is getting me a little excited about it.
If there's anything I love, it's like fanfare.
Yeah, yeah.
An event that's got like beers flowing and everyone
Big
cheering.
stars.
It's an evening in San Diego.
Yes.
Easy
The
to get sucked
vibes-
into.
Right, exactly.
A good name to chant, Chucky. I
That's
could
what we
feel
were
it.
doing that while Chris was doing his story, so makes sense. It is going to be another warm one out there for the mountains and deserts this afternoon, but as per usual, along the coast, we are holding on to a dense layer of clouds that might not break apart by the afternoon. We have hope that it will. Yesterday it did beautifully. We saw about 6 hours of complete sunshine along the coastline, even a sunset that was mostly sunny yesterday. So we're going to be moving in that same direction this afternoon, but a few degrees cooler. Should have some afternoon sun peeking through. 80 for your inland valleys, 84 for the mountains, and 104 out there for the deserts. Looking at the marine layer as it stands right now, I mean, good amount of density to it, not a big surprise. As you start to look off toward the eastern valley floors, we're starting to see some of those clouds break apart, which is a great sign, but that doesn't necessarily give us good indication that it's going to pull back at the same rate. Once we get to the 8, 9, 10 o'clock hour and we start to see it pulling back, that'll give us better indication as to whether or not it's going to kind of hold on to that momentum. We're going to watch for more intense wind gusts across the mountains and deserts, in particular the eastern slopes of the mountains and the deserts. Julian's going to be at 20 miles per hour by this afternoon. Again, these types of wind speeds and wind gusts are not cause for major concern. Just something to consider as we head into the next about 24 or 48 hours. We're going to be moving toward a warm up on the way, in particular tomorrow and Saturday. Those are our standout days. Saturday being the warmest along the coastline, where we could make it to 73 degrees. And then if we start to look east, the mountains and deserts are where we see 90s for the mountains and well over 110 degrees or so for the deserts. So we'll watch for some dangerously hot temperatures for East County going into your Friday and Saturday afternoon, but along the coast, it's a whole lot more of the same. Let's check in on traffic at 6:10 right now. We're going to be talking about the very quiet conditions out there on the roads. CBS8.com/traffic can give you more information on what to expect for the morning commute, but very quiet, as you can see. Let's check in on border wait times, see how those are as we start off the day. 60-minute wait at the San Ysidro Port of Entry, Otay Mesa Port of Entry, taking you about 75 minutes in total. Back to you.
Still ahead, the president's asylum crackdown is now facing a lawsuit.
Plus, we verify if Mexico is deporting Americans. And chaos at the congressional baseball game.